Hi friends, Immigration Attorney Gail Seeram having a little bit of technical difficulties. We're about 10 minutes late. Hopefully you are able to join us this evening. This is our first live video for 2024. We like to do these on Monday. Today we started at 6 o'clock instead of at 5:30. As you can see in the background, still in holiday mode. We are here to help you, the community, you, the audience, to get your immigration questions answered. So I see a lot of friends joining us on TikTok. We are still trying to get this going on Facebook. We are on YouTube. So I'm saying hi to my YouTube friends. Hi to my TikTok friends. And what we would like you guys to do is to share, like and share. The first 5 minutes, I just like everybody to share this link to their friends so we can help others in the community to get their immigration questions answered. And get those questions typed up in your chat box and your description, okay? And I'm only trying to go live on one more platform, which is Facebook, and then you will have my undivided focus. So if you're just joining us, I am Immigration Attorney Gail Seeram. If you want more information about us, go to GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com. We've been practicing immigration law for 25 years. We try to do these live sessions so we can answer some of your questions. Maybe you have a pending case. Maybe you have a friend who has an immigration question. So I see all of our friends joining. Hi, Amy. Hi, Arlene. I see we have 3 friends on YouTube. I'm still trying to get connected to the Facebook page, but I see the questions coming in. Faith, I see your question. Hello, Kitty, I see your questions. I will get to your questions. Again, we want you to share, and get as many people on this platform, as many people we can answer their questions. I don't know why this Facebook is giving me a bit of a hard time, but keep sharing, keep liking. I see we're up to nearly 200 people. These sessions are called Immigration Info, Immigration News for the community. And that's what we strive to do, is to share our experience on immigration with you, the community. Okay? Okay, so let me get to some of these questions. So first, let me explain. I've been practicing immigration law for 25 years. We offer a free consultation for certain cases. If you would like to set a consultation, you can go to our website, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com. Click the blue button to set your consultation with our office, okay? So I'm going to go into some of these questions, even though if anyone is trying to connect on our Facebook page, just know that something is going wrong, and I'm just going to stick today to our TikTok and our YouTube. So I'm going to ask all our friends quickly to share this link, share with the rest of their friends, or repost this, that we are live, and we at the Immigration Law Offices of Gail Seeram are here to help you with your immigration matters. Go ahead and like, share, heart, let people know what you are watching so you can share that information with them, okay? So let's get into some of these questions, okay? And I'm gonna scroll back up to the top here so I can see our questions. I only see some questions posted on TikTok, so we're gonna get right into these questions, okay? So, okay. How long does my spouse get interview abroad? the process when you're filing for a spouse abroad, it's a 1-year process. So that's the third step. First step is you file the marriage-based petition with U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Second step, the files at the Visa Center. Third step, the files at the embassy. So if you receive your email, and this is to Faith, if you receive your email from the Visa Center saying your case is documentary qualified, then your case is moving to the embassy for an interview. So if you have that documentary qualified email, that means now your case is approved and you're waiting on an interview at the embassy. But the whole process is 1 year. Hello Kitty, you were deported. Excuse me. And it depends. We don't know if you would be approved for reentry. Anyone who's been deported always has to seek permission to reenter the U.S. So even if you are allowed for a family-based petition to be filed for you and that is approved, you will still have to seek a waiver seeking permission to re-enter the U.S., okay? We would be more than happy to talk to you about that. I'd be more than happy to review your deportation records. Those type of consultations are $100. Any consultations where there's a prior filing, prior deportation, any prior immigration history, it will be $100 for that consultation, okay? Why is I-751 taking so long? Well, as you should know, Louis, when you file that 751, you got a receipt notice extending your status for 18 months, 24 months, and then now 48 months. So depending on what point you filed, you would have got a receipt notice for those dates, 18 months, 24 months, and 4 years. Right now, when you file the 751, you get a receipt notice extending your status for 4 years, okay? Why is it taking so long? Because under the Trump administration, he was requiring all cases have an interview, and some 751s did not have an interview. But because for 4 years, all the 751s had to have an interview, that created a backlog in the decisions for the 751s. And what is an I-751? An I-751 is a petition where you have a 2-year green card and you're filing to get that 10-year card. You got a 2-year card because the marriage that you are in was less than 2 years, so only got a 2-year conditional card. And now the 751 is filed to get a 10-year card, but again, proving that the marriage is good faith based on love, okay? So it is taking that long. Omar, again, any case with deportation, I'll be more than happy to look at your case and to review your case. However, it is going to be a $100 consultation fee. So more than happy to help, but it is a consultation fee, okay? Okay, so I am still trying to get this this stuff set up on Facebook. Okay, F2B takes long time. Yes, an F2B is for unmarried child of a permanent resident, and they are taking about 10 years. So that is correct, okay? So again, if you want to have a consultation on that, more than happy to help, okay? It just will take some time on that. Again, I'm Immigration Attorney Gail Seeram, and you are joining us here for immigration info, hashtag GailLaw, hashtag GailLaw. If you would like to get more information on our law office and on me, we'd be more than happy to assist you on that, okay? Okay. Next question. I sent my paperwork 2 weeks, but no response. Big dream. In the paperwork filed with immigration, it takes about 30 days to get a receipt notice, okay? So give yourself a couple more weeks to get that receipt notice. How long should an I-130 take? It's been processing for 2 years. Well, it depends on who's filing for who, okay? And so with that question, I will go through some timelines, some processing, okay? Again, this is immigration info. We encourage you to share, so we get more people getting this valuable immigration information. We are about to go through some processing times. So according to the February 2024 Visa Bulletin, meaning how long, which is the popular question we're getting here tonight, how long is my immigration paperwork taking and why is it taking so long? Okay, so right now, we had a question about F2B. F2B is unmarried child over 21 of a permanent resident. Now they're working right now in October 2015, and we're in 2024. So it's about a 9-year backlog for unmarried child over 21 of a permanent resident, meaning a green card holder filing for a child over 21 that is unmarried. And a green card holder can only file for an unmarried child, but that's taken 9 years. So for GERD, it depends on who filed for who. If it's a U.S. citizen filing for a spouse, it's a 1-year processing time, but you're mentioning your case has been waiting for 2 years. If you are a green card holder filing for a spouse or a green card holder filing for a child under 21, they're working on February of 2020. So that's about a 3-year backlog right now. A U.S. citizen filing for a married child, they're working on April 2009. And a U.S. citizen filing for a sibling, they're working on May of 2007, okay? So that gives you an idea of the backlog depending on who filed for who, okay? U visas, those are taking 10 to 14 years, and we're not handling those cases. I-601A in 2021, we filed an I-601A in 2021, and we just got a decision this week, and we got an approval. So for Amy, yes, they are taking a while, but no news is good news. So wait to get a decision. You will get a decision. If for some reason that is denied, you can always refile, and our office will be more than happy to have a consultation with you on that, okay? Wow, I see a lot of questions here just coming through. TikTok kind of stags the question. Go ahead and share. Oh, thank you, Ryan, for telling me that I am the best in Orlando. I really appreciate that. We have been practicing immigration law for 20 years from our Orlando office successfully. My green card is going to expire in 3 months. Mad Max, you should have filed that renewal already. You could file your renewal for your green card 6 months prior, but maybe you should think about citizenship. I'd be more than happy to have a consultation with you. Go to our website, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, book a consultation, okay? If you want to withdraw your lawyer, you just have to send a withdrawal notice with that receipt notice to the address that's on the receipt notice, okay? I was explaining about wait times on 751s, cost to prepare RFE, marriage-based green card. Big dog, we would have to have a consultation for $100, and I need to look at the RFE. Go to GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com, hit the book consultation, and you'll have the link when you hit the link to set a consultation with our office. Remember, you're going to hit the blue button that says book your appointment online. Then there'll be a link to pay the $100, okay? Pay the $100, and then there'll be a link to set your appointment. And go ahead and set your appointment. When you set your appointment, you'll be directed to upload that I-45 RFE. We would want to see that, okay? Concurrent filing 2 weeks ago, big dream. I don't know concurrent filing for what. But anyone who's filed a petition, you have to pay $100 for a consultation with us because we need to review those documents and review your case history. If it's a brand new filing, you've never done anything with immigration, then it's a free consultation, and you just have to click the link on our website, GailLaw.com, click the blue button, and book your consultation, okay? Yeah, U visas are taking 10 to 14 years after approval of my I-130, how long it takes to get a green card. An I-130 is not for a green card, Tony. An I-130 is a family-based petition, but if you're in the U.S., you would have to file for the green card, okay? And our office, again, would be more than happy to have a consultation with you on that. My case was granted. DHS put an appeal. They did not send a brief. Jazz, you will have to contact your current attorney in court. We will not be able to assist you with that case, okay? My brother filed an I-130 since 2021. I just went through those backlog times for you, Z-Love. So a sibling filing right now they're working on 2007. So if he only filed in, so it's like nearly a 15-year backlog. So if he filed 2021 and they're working on 2007, that tells you how long it will take for them to get to your case, okay? My husband was deported, he recrossed, I'm a US citizen. If you were in the US and you were deported and then you re-entered after deportation, you can be subject for reinstatement of removal. So if he gets apprehended by any US official, he can be deported instantly without seeing a judge. So if you're a US citizen, the only way for him to process would be for outside the United States. He will not be able to process in the United States because he re-entered illegally after a deportation. So he's not eligible for processing in the US, and that's to love, okay? So if you want to have a further discussion on that, I'd be more than happy to do so. It's $100, and we'll give you a more in-depth analysis of how that would work with you filing for him, but he would have to return to his native country to process abroad, and most likely you'll have to file a waiver seeking permission for him to re-enter the United States, okay? So again, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button to book your appointment online. And we'd be more than happy to have a consultation, whether that's a free consultation or whether you have to pay $100 for that consultation, okay? Next, and go ahead and share, guys. We're happy to give this information out. Would like to do these sessions more, but we've only been doing it about once a month. So let's share the information. Get this useful information. And YouTube, go ahead and on YouTube, I see a few of you are there. Please go ahead and ask us your questions, okay? Okay. Next on questions here, how do I draw? TikTok, I'm going back to your questions. YouTube, I'm not seeing any questions. Please, go ahead and ask a question, say hi, just so I know I'm seeing your questions if you do ask me a question. I only have a stamp in my passport, I-551. For Lewis, yes, you probably have a stamp. Okay. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Boom Vibes. And now I know that if a question is coming in, I can see it. Thank you for that hi, and thank you for, I have like a box on my YouTube that I can't get rid of, but at least the questions are coming in. Okay. U.S. citizen, how long does it take to bring your parent? A U.S. citizen filing for a parent who's outside the United States, 1 year processing time, 3 steps. Tavish, I'll be more than happy to have a consultation with you if you have no prior filing or parents have no prior filing. It would be a free consultation, okay? So go to our website, law.com, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, book your appointment online, Tavish, okay? My fiance is from Canada. How long would it take for her to become a citizen? Well, if you're a U.S. citizen, your fiance is in Canada, you could file for if you marry your fiance, file for them as a spouse, and it's a 1 year process. And then once they are in the U.S. and living with you, they could file for citizenship based on 5 years. So when you file for a spouse or a family member, it's not citizenship. They become a permanent resident first. And a lot of people just throw the word citizenship. There's a step before citizenship. You have to be a permanent resident, a residency, and reside in the U.S., take a test before you could become a citizen, okay? Zaddy, we will be more than happy to have a consultation with you on that. I'm not seeing a lot of hearts come my way, guys, so let's send some love. Let me know that you're liking what I'm saying, that you're finding this interesting. Go ahead and share. I see the hearts coming in. Let's share this, repost this, so friends and family can get that immigration info from Immigration Attorney Gail Seeram. Again, we've been practicing immigration law 25 years, 20 years from here in Orlando. We'd be more than happy to help you with your immigration matter. No, I do not do asylum cases. We do not handle asylum cases. That's because, asylums have a very, very low rate of denial, and they are prolonged for 10 to 14 years. So, you know, you have more of a chance for your asylum case to be denied than approved, but we are choosing to not handle asylum cases at this time, okay? I-45 post-interview taking a long time. Well, let's talk about post-interview results. Pat Tay, that's a good question. After you have your interview, either you could be approved, which is best case scenario, you could be denied, worst case scenario. But then there's all this in between, right? Immigration could be reviewing your file, ordering an investigation where the fraud unit can show up at your house to make sure you're really living with your spouse. And they can sometimes call you in for a second interview. So a lot of times the in-between is immigration may want more evidence and you may get a notice for more evidence. They may be investigating you, or they may be thinking about bringing you for a second interview. So those are all the things that are happening in between maybe after post-interview. So post-interview, you can get an approval, a denial, a request for evidence. Your case could be under review, or they could be bringing you in for a second interview. Okay, so those are all the things that can happen. How long after my apps were approved will they inform me to reuse my biometrics? Normally, undercooked pizza within 30 to 9 days, if they're going to reuse your biometrics, you will get the reuse biometrics notice. I have a 751 pending, Kareem, over 1 year. Can I apply for my citizenship? I made 3 short travels. Kareem, we would have to take a look at that. I have a whole list of questions that I need to ask you to make sure you qualify. Because if your 751 is pending and now you want to file for citizenship, we need to make sure you're comfortable with having an interview for your pending I-751. And also, if you're going to file based on 3 years for citizenship, we have to show a joint tax return, joint bank account with your U.S. citizen spouse. They want to see, you know, some kind of insurance together, residency together. So you would be forcing an interview for your 751, and you would be forcing greater scrutiny to your marriage if you file for that citizenship based on 3 years. So you can call our office, or you could just set an appointment. Go to GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com, hit the book appointment, Kareem, and then we will take a look at that. Most likely it's going to be $100 for the consultation, since you have that 751 that's pending. We want to take a look at that. Okay, if going back to TikTok, Zoya, if your father's U.S. citizen and the mother is a non-citizen. I don't know what your question is, if you are trying to have a father file for you who's a citizen, or trying to derive citizenship, Zoya. Mad Max, good night. Can I travel to Guyana in May if my green card expires in August? Normally, they want to see 6 months of validity. So if you're going in May, June, July, August, that's only 3 months. So you should get the green card renewed and get a receipt extending the status of the green card before you travel to Guyana, okay? Love, I'm applying 601. Okay, 601As are taking about 3 to 4 years. And Z Love, I answered your question. Some of these questions are repeating. Kareem, I hope that you understood my answer to your question. And we have about, thank you for we have about 1,300 likes in this short half an hour. I thank you all for the likes and the hearts. And I see some, where again, I'm scrolling through your questions. Thank you for all the love on YouTube also. So Celestine, welcome. Angelique, welcome. Nini, welcome. Welcome to all of our friends joining us. I am Immigration Attorney Gail Seeram. Been practicing immigration law 25 years, 20 years from right here in Orlando. Happy New Year to you all. We sent a newsletter out today asking you all, what are your goals for 2024? If you have any immigration goals, any petitions you've been meaning to file, have not filed, cases you need to follow up on, we are here for you. Immigration Law Officer Gail Seeram is here for you. Is it necessary to file an I-130 by a lawyer, or can you do it yourself? You could do it yourself, but just know the risk of a denial is deportation. The immigration law is one of the complex sets of federal law in the United States. You want to make sure you get it right. You get it right the first time. You don't want to file and get a denial, lose your money, and then have to file again. So do it once, do it right, do it with an attorney, okay? And again, our fees are very reasonable, and we are more than happy to help you, okay? Kareem, yes, go ahead and reach out to me. It's good to be informed and know what risk you have with filing for that citizenship, and now bundle in your 751 with your N400, okay? U visas, we talked about that. Extend my EAD for 5 years. EAD now, yes, are having that 5-year extension. I just wish I could see these questions better. I receive an EAD combo card. Do I need to file a form before traveling? No. Celeste, if your work permit at the bottom of it says valid for reentry, then that is a combo. That is your work permit and your travel document. You just need to travel with that card and a valid passport, okay? If your I-45 is pending for 2 years, but your I-130 was approved already, it just means that they're reviewing the file, and either they may bring you in for an interview, or maybe there are other things they're looking at, okay? 66 years later, I can't find no information. Okay, Arturo, I'm not understanding your question. Humanitarian reinstatement. If KD, humanitarian reinstatement is if you filed a petition and the petitioner died and you're trying to substitute a petitioner. Humanitarian reinstatement, if that was done properly, those decisions are taking 2 to 3 years. Application, if you want to know the fees of application, you can go to uscis.gov and they have the fees. There hasn't been a fee increase in a couple of years, but we are expecting one. Immigration law in all 50 states. Yes, immigration law is federal law. So it doesn't matter where your attorney is. It's federal. It could be practiced from anywhere in the U.S. All immigration attorneys from all states file at one main office with the federal government. So it doesn't matter where your attorney is located, okay? Security clearance after interview, marriage interview. Mrs. A, yes, that is typical. Again, you're speaking with Immigration Attorney Gail Seeram. We have just about 10, 15 more minutes to go. So go ahead and share, repost, so we can share this immigration info with your friends. Going back to the question about background check, even if you have an interview, immigration has to run your background checks, run your prints to make sure no criminal history. So they call it security clearance. They want to look at your immigration history, criminal history, make sure you have no criminal record that would bar giving you a green card. So that's what the security check is, okay? If you got approved for your I-45, normally we see that green card issued within 30 days. Go to the USCIS website status, punch in the I-45 receipt number so you can see when your card has been produced and mailed. And sometimes you can actually track the card, okay? And that's for a linkma. A judge and an attorney granted without prejudice my I-751. What does that mean? Lewis, if you're, I would have to look at your court case. You would have to go to our website, GailLaw.com, click the blue button, pay the $100, upload whatever notice you're looking at, and then we will be able to set a consultation. You would set your time, and then I'll be able to discuss that further with you, okay? Travel documents are taking a long time. I know someone just said they got a combo card. We're seeing both. We're seeing the combo work permit and travel document card, but then we're also just seeing just the work permit and no travel document. So it's a case by case depending on background and clearance, okay? So, again, reviewing TikTok questions, type your questions there. We'll be more than happy. We do offer a free consultation. If you have no immigration history, no prior filing, go to our website, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, book your appointment. If you have a prior filing, any prior case, then you have to pay $100 and then also book your consultation and upload your documents for us to review, okay? Valid U.S. passport for my native country. That doesn't make sense to me. So you have to have, if you're having a U.S. passport, you can still renew your passport for your foreign country, but when you become a U.S. citizen, you renounce and give up citizenship for other countries, okay? So keep that in mind. Asylum rejected. Can I apply H-1B? If you're already in the U.S. and overstayed, then you would not be eligible for an H-1B. You have to be in status to apply for the H-1B. But we are not handling asylum cases, and we are not handling any H visas, okay? So I'm going to take about 10 more questions on either our TikTok, on our YouTube. So get those questions in. Do I need to keep the F1 status after actively reviewing my green card case? I prefer people to stay in their F1 status until they get their green card, because once you go out of status on your F, ICE is notified, and you technically don't have a green card yet. Just because you have a petition pending, you don't have a green card. So we like people to stay in their F status until they get their green card. Since you have a filing already pending, it's $100 for that consultation if you want further information, but we'll be more than happy to answer more questions on that, okay? Thank you for joining, Sarah. Thank you for joining, Evo. You are live with Immigration Attorney Gail Seeram. For more information on us and our 25 years of practicing law, go to our website, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com. Experience matters when it comes to immigration. There are a lot of people, a lot of new attorneys who think, oh, it's, immigration, that's the area to be in. That's all we practice is exclusively immigration law. So that is our expertise. That is our specialty. Trust your immigration matter to an attorney that's been practicing immigration law for 25 years. Trust your immigration matter to our office. Go to our website, GailLaw.com. Read about our experience, view our videos. We have about 19 TV interviews. We have a lot of YouTube videos going back over 10 years. View our videos. If the videos help you, great. But if you have further questions, click the blue button on our website, GailLaw.com. Book your appointment online. A U.S. citizen filing for a child abroad. We would have to see if that child derives citizenship through the father, okay? Those laws are very complex, but we could do an analysis for you to see if the child born abroad to the U.S. citizen father is deemed a U.S. citizen, okay? And there's a specific process for that. Waiting on an asylum interview. Unfortunately, we cannot comment on that. The son is under 21, I understand that, but for the father, for the U.S. citizen father to transmit U.S. citizenship to a child under 21 abroad, certain requirements have to be met. For example, father has to show proof that father has resided in the U.S. for 6 years after age 14. So we have to show child born in wedlock. So there are a lot of requirements that have to be proven for a child outside of the United States who is a child of a U.S. citizen father, for that U.S. citizen father to transmit citizenship to the child. And that process is done through the U.S. Embassy. So you could also visit that U.S. Embassy website where that child is located, because ultimately that U.S. Embassy has to deem that that child gets citizenship or transmits or automatically acquires citizenship through that U.S. citizen father who's in the U.S. So your best bet may be to contact the U.S. Embassy, okay? And on that note, we have 1 more minute left, and then this live session will end, but we will have another live session. But I encourage you guys to see if you're eligible for a free consultation with our office. A lot of questions I've been getting we've been getting are prior filings, which is $100 for that consultation. Ravindra permanent resident spouse filing for a wife. I just mentioned that according to the February visa bulletin, which tells you how fast slow immigration is working, they're working on February of 2020. So it's about close to a 3-year backlog for a permanent resident filing for a spouse outside the U.S. Earlier last year, it was current. It was only a 1-year processing time, but then there was what we call regression, where they went backwards in processing, meaning they received so many petitions and not enough visas that they went backwards. So 3-year backlog on that, depending on when you file revenge or not, because they're working on February of 2020, and we are now in January of 2023. So that gives you an idea how long they're taking. Okay. I've been receiving my EAD-U visa. Okay, security clearance. Chico, thank you for joining our session. And the session is coming to an end, but we do advise you guys to go to our YouTube. You can hashtag us, GailLaw, hashtag GailLaw. We are on YouTube. You could hashtag GailLaw, but also at My U.S. Immigration Lawyer. That's our name on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. Go to our website. Our website is the best source for you, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for joining. Riza, hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you all. My Kids Happiness, thank you for joining. Pacific Islander, thank you for joining. If you guys have questions, type them really quick. I was just about to end the session. No, we do not handle U visas. We do not handle U visas. We focus on family-based immigration in and outside the U.S. So if you would like to set a free consultation with our website, you can book your appointment on your own. No need to call my office. We are also on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 407-353-1363. We communicate with a lot of our clients on WhatsApp. But go to our website, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com, and learn about our office, get an idea of our experience. Google us. We have over 380 5-star Google reviews. We exclusively practice immigration law. That's where we are dedicated to help as immigrants. So go ahead and go to our website, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com. Book an appointment, hit the blue button, book your appointment online. If you have a prior filing, you would have to pay $100 for a consultation. If you have no prior filing, no prior case, then your consultation is free. We'll be more than happy to help you and to evaluate your case. Again, Happy New Year to all of you. We look forward to more of these live sessions. We are doing them about once a month. We look forward to joining these sessions. We look forward to getting your emails. If you want to email me, since I'm ending the session now, it's gail@gaillaw.com. Go to our website. And when you go to our website, then you could get our information to email us, to WhatsApp us, and to set an appointment. Okay? So thank you all for joining us. Again, Happy New Year. We look forward to assisting you with your immigration matter. Go to our website, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com.